At the end of the day, a job is just a job and work is just, well, work. If you're a cook, you have to cook stuff. If you're packaging, you have to package stuff. If you're shipping, well, you have to ship stuff. And if you're in HR, you have to HR people. What would happen if we stopped focusing on what we did and started looking at who we were doing it for? What would happen if we put this on our doors, wrote this on our trucks, or hired this guy to teach leadership? I mean, at the very least, that's going to make people perk up and take notice.
The 6 principles of J.T.M. were really developed in a strategic type of meeting with myself and my brothers, maybe 20 years ago. We were challenged, what are the things that make you a strong company? What are the things that drive your business? Those were the 6 takeaways. When we say serving God and His people, it is very near to us. We are a legacy company. We're about our family. We're blessed to have our grandparents and our parents that were devout Catholic. So that's always been the soul of our business, even in the early days of our butcher shops and then starting J.T.M.
What's up, Bill? Everything go all right? You know, our faith is sown into who we are, has always been sown into who we are. I can't imagine not including God in what we do.
It says it right in the Gospels. He doesn't call us to sway the hearts of millions of people in a single action. Simply, He says, serve my people. What would happen if we realized that our acts of service, both small and large, were made great because they were a part of His plan?
I'll move heaven and earth for those that give me the awesome responsibility of serving them. If I was behind a butcher counter and I was doing all the early work of setting up a case and doing all stuff and somebody's at the door, I'd run to that front door. It's a blessing that somebody actually wants to come in and do business with me.
Even though we call it the J.T.M. Cafe, when they're here, it's unique to them. Our approach to customer service is we take your products and work with you and how it fits on your menu and maybe show you a gap in your menu. We're a customer-driven organization. We believe in going that extra mile all the time. I don't know how to do it any other way.
I know what it's like to be a customer. I know what it's like to want my problem or concern to be solved. So when I come into this job, it makes me want to do my best to figure out what's the concern, understand every aspect of it, and just approach it as I need to solve it. I think it's just something we stand for at J.T.M. to just make sure the customer is happy.
You know, when we start looking at our work through the lens of service, everything just starts making sense. I mean, if I'm serving others, then it's what I serve, how I serve, and when I serve it, all that becomes important. So what would happen if quality and safety were things we chose to uphold because of the impact they make on others, rather than just because it's part of our job?
We make around 4 million pounds of product a week. And if you can think about it, that could be 15 million people eating our product every single week. And the moral responsibility of keeping them safe is huge. It's the center of our business.
We do everything from sifting through ingredients that we receive by hand, temperature checks, x-rays, metal detection. More important than the USDA or the FDA saying, hey, things are okay. It may not be okay with us. It's got to be right. We got to be okay with it.
It starts with our J.T.M. way. Number one being serving God and His people. The vehicle of safe, legal, quality product is how we do that. And that's how we serve our customers, that's how we serve our community. Food safety is nothing's more important at J.T.M.
Now, this may seem random, but I'm constantly amazed at the creativity of a mother. I mean, it's amazing to think about all the ways that a mom has to work and find new ways to keep their kids happy and entertained. Well, why do they do it? How do they stay motivated? Well, I think it's because they have the joy of seeing their kid laugh with a new activity, smile with a new meal, and that joy, that's the joy that's in the heart of Christ. So what would happen if we chose to recognize that joy, if we embraced it, if we became pioneers, and then decided to spread that joy to everyone else?
Well, pioneering means that taking something from nothing sometimes, or going to nowhere you've never been. Within that pioneering spirit, certainly myself and my family have known nothing but that our entire life. And then us taking that baton on and not being afraid to continue growing. Because you know that people can be blessed by you having a pioneering spirit.
This grind room right here is 3 times the size of the grind room we have over there. We're very excited about this production line from the standpoint of providing opportunity for the team. Better workplace, better environment, better opportunity for them and just a nicer place to work as well.
As far as pioneering spirit is concerned, everything is about realizing reality and thinking of the vision. What could it be? What could be different? What would the impact of that difference make? And once you realize that, it's exciting. You're making a difference.
Well, it's no surprise that a company would value profit and growth. I mean, we are a business after all. But what if money and profit wasn't actually a bad thing? Think about the Bible, right? You got Zacchaeus, how he supports the poor. Joseph of Arimathea gives his tomb to Christ. Or Aquila and Priscilla, how they were able to fund the ministry of St. Paul from the success of their business. Time and again, our Lord calls both companies and workers alike to follow him. So what if we did grow? What if we saw profits as an opportunity to serve him and our employees even better?
There's no way we can grow and bless so many people unless we're profitable. In fact, if we're not profitable, we can't do anything we just talked about. But it isn't just our profitable growth, but we want our customers to profitably grow together. And we want our teammates, the team of J.T.M, we want them to profitably grow as well. It's by far the most driving factor in my DNA of what I do, to know that if we grow more, we can do more.
This is going to be the new sanitation office. The operations team will be all the way down here. A whole new food safety and quality office. So we're investing in space, in people, in facilities, and production.
If you follow the J.T.M way, if you serve God and his people, if you are pioneering in your commitment to what you're doing, it's naturally going to bring with it profit and growth. It's going to let you grow into the best version of yourself. It's going to let you achieve the most you possibly can at J.T.M. That's why you're here. That's why we want to empower you to do that. That's the difference in J.T.M. And it's hard to find a company that commits to that and a family that does that.
Think about the consequences of this. If we can only answer who our work is for and let that be the driving force behind everything we do, there's no such thing as an insignificant role or job, because everything would be driving towards this awesome goal and be in the hands of this awesome God that we serve.
You've got to know that you're important, that you make a difference. That drives your personal commitment, that other people are counting on you for their success, for your success, and for everybody's success. So that has got to drive you, because there is not a small job, especially in the food business.
How you doing, my man? Hardest working people in show business down here. Look at that, you guys are still going strong. Rocking and rolling here. Appreciate everybody that does this. You know, we have some of the most tenured people. We're a blessed company. It's really neat to be associated with these guys. All of them.
It was really the three brothers, Tim Kern, who's a brother-in-law, myself, and a couple other friends that kind of started this thing back in the fall of 1983. I can't is not a thing that we understand. We know that there's a mission, and we're going to get that mission done one way or the other, and it comes with persistence and commitment. When all else fails, and believe me, I've had many moments here where things got really difficult, but it's having that faith and understanding that God put us here for a purpose, and to do that purpose, because we all have separate talents and strengths, but we have to stay rooted in our faith to continue to grow as a person and as a business.
When we work together, we're strong. But the real strength that I see, the strength behind J.T.M's success, is coming from something deeper, something within. When we commit to serve God and his people in our families, our work, and our communities, we show that inner strength. And it's a strength that will inspire the generations to come.
The serving God and his people is the main goal here at J.T.M. We have 5 other principles that are so important, but they all feed in to serving God and his people. And I feel such a responsibility and a weight to make sure that we continue that on, make sure this is a place people love to work, are having fun working.
Actually being here and working in it and getting to see like people loving it here, it I don't know, it brings tears to my eyes. It's really cool. They're living it. Our family members are living it, and it's something that I always want to be a part of.
So guys, the question is, what if? What if we served our customer like no other? What if we had the best quality and safety standards around? What if we worked with a pioneering spirit that drove profit and growth for His purpose? What if we served God and His people for everything that we did? Well, we'd be the daring leaders we're called to be.